It may come as more of a surprise to learn that dog owners are allegedly increasingly curious about the possibility of seeing man's best friend make the change to vegan dogs. Can it be true? More to the point, can it ever be good for them? Here to talk it all through is vet and co-founder of a plant-based dog food company, Guy Sandelowsky. Hello, Guy.
Hi, Neil. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. And once again, a fascinating topic. Veganism is obviously, and has for a long time, been a choice for human beings. And around the world, a vegan diet has been par for the course for, millennia. But is it fair to do this to dogs who, when I last checked, I thought were carnivores?
Yeah, a lot of people think that dogs are carnivores, but what the science has proven now is that dogs are actually omnivores. So like us, they're able to digest and absorb nutrients from plant-based foods too. So when you consider that they can derive the nutrients they need from plant-based sources, it becomes more about whether we can actually, offer dogs food that they love as much as they do meat. And what we're really excited about with our product, which we've created after about a year of research, is that when you give dogs meat-based dog food and you give them our food, a lot of those dogs are actually choosing our food over the meat-based option.
I hear what you're saying, but just because hypothetically or in practice you can switch your dog to a vegan diet, should a dog owner do that? I mean, how can you tell? Obviously, a dog will eat to survive, and we've all seen the kind of things that dogs will eat, willingly while out on their walks. But is it in the dog's psychological and physiological best interests to go against thousands of years of evolution and give up meat?
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting question. And I think when we look at dogs, there's definitely a nostalgia for thinking of them as kind of wild wolves hunting to survive, and eating meat. But actually, the domesticated dog is quite different to that. You only have to look at lots of the popular dog breeds in the UK, and they don't really look like, that wild wolf hunting in the wild. And at the end of the day, if you go back to the basics and you just appreciate the fact that dogs need a certain amount of protein, they need a certain amount of fat, they need quite a complex variety of vitamins and minerals. As long as you're giving dogs that, and in some cases, if you're actually giving that instead of kind of processed meat, which is incredibly common in dog food in the UK, and we know that processed meat causes cancer in humans and is linked to obesity, two problems we see, a lot of in the clinic in dogs. Actually, maybe it is a good thing. Maybe it is actually a health benefit to start thinking about using cleaner plant-based ingredients. And the other side of it is, the sustainability of the meat industry. And we know we're in a kind of climate emergency. I'm not an ecologist, but we know that by cutting back on the amount of meat we consume, we're actually also cutting back on our carbon footprint. And so if we can offer dogs food that's healthy, that's better for the planet, and that they love, then from my perspective, it's really a win-win.